Hey everyone, it's Monica with Mystic Maiden Oracle. Welcome back to another weekly reading. We have the full moon this weekend, and we just had Lionsgate portal and all kinds of energy is still going on. So much I can't even keep track of it. I think Mars is doing things, and Jupiter and Pluto, and just everybody is really present right now. So hopefully you are too, and you're aware of all of the things going on in the bigger picture and how it's transforming you into who you are meant to be. You already are, but we're always constantly changing and stuff. So, anywho, let's get into the reading. We got the owl out because if it were up to me, we'd probably skip September and go straight to October. No offense, September and the people born in it, but I just love Halloween. So, but also with the wisdom of the owl, the wisdom of the moon, everything that you have learned that helps you shine your brightest. So, with that, let's get some messages from the moon. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. So, boldness, we just came out of Leo season. It's the 21st today, but so we're in Aquarius. So boldness and making the first move, I feel like that goes really good with the signs energy, because Leo's bold and courageous, and Aquarius is kind of, I get it as gentler, a little bit more emotionally aware. Whereas Leo can be too, but also there's some shadow aspects of Leo that can get in the way. And everybody has these things. It's not just Leo's, it's the energy of Leo. So it's not Leo's, but it is too. But anyway, something to consider when you're making your move is where are your intentions centered, and where is it going to come from? So is it from a heart-centered place, or is it from a competitive sort of logical only survival sort of space? So, and how can that change, right? So everything is about transformation. Well, anyway, it is if you're watching my channel. So all these messages are about personal transformation, with a heavy emphasis on emotions and energy. So if you're trying to change things and transform, what's going to be the move that you have to make that's probably uncomfortable or scary or unfamiliar, but you got to do it, because that's the only way things are going to change, and the only way that you'll be able to witness the change that you're making. And remember, you're witnessing everything. You're not supposed to be controlling it, right? We're trying to have faith, and we're putting our faith in the universe. So following the steps that you're being guided to make. Full moon in Taurus. I like it. It's a full moon card. Your dreams need a practical plan. So what is your practical plan? So you still need the logic, but we also need to make sure that we're following, you're following your soul's calling, whatever it is that's lighting you up. It's not supposed to be so much about the right thing to do. It's more about what makes you feel alive to do. So your dreams, that's your passions, whatever it is that you're trying to create for your world. So we're not doing it we're not flying by the seat of our pants here. You do have a plan, but your plan is from the heart, heart-centered. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So everything's changing, everything's still coming into form. There's a lot that can still be done. I have been thinking a lot lately about how Pluto is almost out of retrograde. It's going to be out in, or go direct in October, I think on the 7th. And it's just kind of making me more aware of how there's things that are still going on that are going to affect like the next place that I end up, And so if you're feeling like that too, it can be either maybe unnerving, but maybe also a relief to know that everything changes, everything's temporary. So even if things are set for a while or, a long time, or maybe, I don't know, maybe forever, there's always something that's changing, some dynamic that's going to change. We brought up emotions because feelings change, thoughts change, beliefs change. And so that's a reminder too that as much as we're letting go and having faith in the universe, you have the power to choose the gift of choice to change. That's pretty much it. It's just the change is possible, and nothing is set in stone. And even when things are set in stone, stones take different forms. Something can wear it down or break it or change it in some way. So hopefully that message didn't come across as I don't know, like I said, scary or unnerving, because that's not the energy that I'm getting with this at all. It's actually coming through as something that's supposed to be comforting and a relief, knowing that whatever's going on, there's still details being worked out and more changes yet to come. So let's get some more. Channeling. So this is a good time to, it's always a good time to sit and listen to the messages that you're getting. You don't have to go to somebody or, watch somebody's channel to get channeled messages. You just have to trust what you hear. It's nice, though, to get validation on the messages that you're getting. And so if you're already sitting with yourself and listening to what comes through and paying attention to the signs around you, then you're already getting your channeled messages. But sometimes it's hard to believe that that's what it is, or if we're just learning how to trust our intuition, then it does help to go to somebody else or just listen to the people that are talking to you and pick up words that keep repeating or themes that keep repeating and recognize those and know that that is a way to channel messages too. Channeling comes in many forms. It's not just, somebody talking. Talking helps, but you could be reading it in a book, or it could be in a song, or even in a commercial. The signs come in every way, shape, form, all of it. It's just about what you're willing to look for and willing to notice. So pay attention to the messages that are coming to and through you. What does this say? I'm not even going to try. However, I am going to channel. So 6 and 2 is 8, and that is an 8 right there. Also, anytime I see this shape or configuration or whatever you want to call it, and it's double inside and outside. I get, karma pops into my head, infinity, unconditional love, how everything is connected, because both of these are like part of the flower of life. Same with all this, everything is connected. And that's what lights us up, actually. So it's just like the stars in the sky. Um, I don't know if I said it last time. I feel like I might have, but I read something or heard something about, anytime we interact with another person and spread some love or spread some joy, it's like we're lighting up another star in the solar system or in a constellation. And I thought that that was a really beautiful thing to envision. And I'm getting that right now as I'm seeing this card about your connections, who you're connected to, what you're connected to. Does it light you up? Um, there's a heart right in the middle of it. And so we are the heart of everything. We're the heart of the planet. The planet is the heart of us. It's everything. Everything is cyclical, like the months, the seasons, the year. Everything goes in some sort of cycle. And so, um, and and every time we go through it, we're supposed to do it better, is the message that I get. And so when we're releasing karma and we're trying to get out of patterns and cycles, the way to get out is to learn the lesson and to do better next time. There's no shame in not getting it right the first time. Nobody does. Sometimes you get lucky, and maybe you get close enough, but just the fact that you're trying is what matters, and that your intentions are in a good spot. I think that's how this message started, was about coming from a heart-centered place. And man, it would be cool if I knew how to say that and what that meant, huh? Probably would really help with the message, but we'll have to Google it, all of us. And the colors that are in actually both of these cards are colors that when I channel, I associate them with higher knowing, all of the esoteric wisdom, the ethereal, the mystical, all of that, the stuff that we can't explain, that is argued that it's not real or it's just fantasy or whatever. That's not where I believe. So all of that matters, all of that. All of the thoughts that we have that we kind of dismiss and think that they're silly or whatever. I can't tell you how many of those that I can think of from when I was little or just various points in my life, and then all of a sudden, like, the dots connect, just like this. It lights up, and I see the purpose of it suddenly. I didn't before, probably because I wasn't supposed to, but I do now. And I will continue to do that, and so will you, if you're willing to look for it and listen to the messages that find their way to you. Wellness. We got a 6. So wellness is more than just checkups and seeing the doctor and stuff. This, again, if it's coming through me, we're talking about emotional wellness and energetic and spiritual wellness, whatever that means for you. So it doesn't have to be any one way or the other. I just care that you believe in something, hopefully yourself, and that you're working on that. And that you're also noting your progress and you're seeing how much you've expanded your capacity for knowledge in all ways. So emotional knowledge, energetic knowledge, higher knowing, intuition, not just book smarts. That's important too, but there are some things that are universal laws and just things that we know within ourselves that don't change. Like being kind to each other, taking care of the planet, being considerate, being empathetic, helping your fellow man or woman, or, things like that. So remembering that, staying connected to that. There's a sword there too, and I really like it when swords are in spiritual things because, if you're going to fight for something, hopefully it's for peace and love and, not to sound like a complete hippie, but it's really what I want. And I think deep down everybody does. So mutual respect, we don't all have to be alike and we don't all have to agree, but it would make all of us well if we can just respect where each other's at. And if it doesn't line up with what you got going on, just, keep on keeping on in your direction and let them go theirs, and maybe you guys might meet up again, whoever it is. It can even be, we're talking about anything, jobs, maybe you gotta let a car go, like, I don't know, anything, but just making sure that it's all coming from the right place, and that your intention isn't just for your own wellness too, but when you work on yourself, it benefits everybody around you, and it may make them well just by you being well, or encourage them to change things too. And so everybody has something to work on all the time. We're never done. But it's important to give yourself credit for, again, the capacity for all the understanding and the compassion that you have increased. Ooh, power of attraction. I love that card. Ooh, this card's like got, I don't know, I felt sort of an Egyptian vibe at first when I looked at it. It looked kind of like a pharaoh? Is that the Egyptian king or whomever? So anyway, power of attraction. Yeah, there's law of attraction. We know that and stuff. But I'm getting more of the emotional connections that you're getting. So when you're balanced and stepping fully or further into your authentic self, you begin to attract people that are on that same wavelength too. And in attracting people, you're going to attract situations too, and opportunities that are going to be in alignment with where you're at also. And there's going to be a lot of love and support that comes with that. So it's going to be restructuring in your relationships and in your emotional body. And it's going to bring a lot of healing and release, just like in this card, which is going to contribute to your wellness, your spiritual wellness, your emotional wellness. Like when our emotions are more in control and in align, and we aren't reacting because of them, we're just witnessing them and figuring out why, and maybe how to not make it happen again, or how to not be so attached to that emotion. It just creates so much more space for sweeter things. And I'm going to say that because that looks like a honeycomb in there. And so I saw a funny meme this morning, and I'm pretty sure I shared it. And it was beauty was in the eye is in the eye of the beholder, and it was a beekeeper with his eye circled, and he was holding, the beholder. But it's funny that I'm seeing this again because it's true. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and so what is beautiful to you doesn't have to look beautiful to anybody else. And I think especially if it doesn't look beautiful to anybody else, then you should appreciate it even more, because it's like it was meant for you. And you get to kind of keep it to yourself all that much more. And so it could be a person, it could just be a nice, sunset that you got to see by yourself or something. I think that all the time when I try and take pictures of the skies, they never come out the way they really look, but I got to see it. And for whatever reason, I was outside at that time, and that was a gift that I got to receive from the universe. So I'm getting that out of this card. It's the more grateful you are, and the more you are working on spiritual wellness, the more you'll just attract other people that are also working on spiritual wellness and emotional well-being, and will care about yours as well, and will help and support you on your journey. And we all need that. So the word wants to be written. Another 6. Where was our 6 before? Wellness. So the universe wants you to. She looks like a unicorn. And all those butterflies. So your new story wants to be written. Oh, but nothing is set in stone. See? Nothing is set in stone. So whatever you want your new story to be is ready. Like it's like you got a clean slate. And so now it can be whatever you want it to be. So you can be as sick or as healthy as you want. It's up to you. It's going to be what you choose to put your attention and your energy into. You're going to attract that. So if you want to attract a healthier circle of motivated, emotionally supportive, all kinds of supportive beings around you, entities like spirits even, because we have our ancestral people to deal with, and we all know that not every member in our family is awesome. A lot of our family members actually suck. Maybe not for you, but just that's kind of how it is for some people, and it's nothing to get mad about. It just makes you appreciate the people that are given to you, that aren't your blood, your family, that are supportive and help you on your journey to your highest good. And so that's what Spirit wants you to call in more of. And so when you're dreaming and trying to create and take the first move to calling all of this into being, as it's solidifying, like I said, Pluto's about to go to direct in a couple months, and it's not like we're running out of time. It's not like that kind of a sense of urgency. It's just, I feel like something to think about when, just when you're working with the energy and the moons and all the stuff that comes up, is that you're writing something new. And so try not to fall back on the old story that you know because it's comfortable and familiar. Dare to dream and dream big and write something that you never thought was possible. And then follow, what did this one say? But figure out what your practical plan is. So write down a plan, write down a little outline, and it might seem silly, but it's not. What one little thing can you do every day to get a little bit closer to your goal or goals? In the world, not of the world. 7. All right. What I'm getting from that card is, and I think I can't remember. What did we say here? Oh, the channeling, right. Coming through and to you. I don't know. Those two are relating to me. And so I don't know. I'm getting to, how people say like it's happening to you, or it's happening to me, but then it's actually happening for me. I feel like that's kind of the energy of this card too. And I'm feeling like it's going back to this card also. I have the 7 and the 8. So you're part of something, right? The circle of life, the tree of life, flower of life. You're part of it whether you want to be or not. Like you kind of, you're here, you're in it, we're all in it. And so it's like you have to play your part. Well, you don't have to, but you do play a part in everything and everybody you connect with. And you may not know or see why now or maybe ever, that came up too in here. So definitely see this reading coming full circle, which is great. So hopefully you are too, and it resonates if you're watching this, and you're paying attention to your channeled message here. But as things are starting to like crystallize and you're releasing your karma for all of the work that you've been doing, all of the, remember the stuff that is kind of hard to let go of that we don't really want to look at, that was Pluto's energy or is Pluto's energy. And it was mental and emotional, all of it. And so your perspective of how you're seeing things, how you see yourself in the world, and the parts that you play and the parts that other people play is going to be very healing and going to help you release karma and maybe let go of guilt or grudges or resentment or whatever it is, because you're able to see from a different, higher perspective now how everything works together. Maybe you were already, but on some, on some levels things are harder for us to let go of, and it depends how deep the trauma runs. And so every time you're able to pull back a layer and go a little deeper and learn a little bit more. What was here? Wasn't there something? Oh yeah, this one. The more that you've learned, and your capacity for your wisdom, like the owl, and again, a higher perspective. Owls fly up above, they can turn their head all the way around and see things from all kinds of different angles. It's a whole 360 view. So that's, we got circles here too, so many circles. Okay, so, and even here. So yeah. Nothing, it's not happening to you, whatever it is, no matter how hard or uncomfortable, it's happening for you and for your wellness. It's just a matter of how you choose to use it. And so if you're watching this video, I have so much faith and confidence that you're able to see the bigger picture and that you're doing your best to kind of ride the waves and just keep showing up to do the best that you can. And for that, you get major applause from the universe and your guides and your support team, because it's not easy, but you're doing it. And so just keep doing it, keep hanging on, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Hope this reading resonated with you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.